He built his fortune in the world of polo. Now he sits in a court of law where lawyers weigh the impact of public opinion in the bid to seat those who will decide his fate. Good evening. I'm Michael Williams.
I'm Kelly Dunn. Thank you for staying with us tonight. 2 years of pretrial publicity framed the start of jury selection today in the DUI manslaughter trial of John Goodman. Accused in the death of 23-year-old Scott Wilson, who drowned when his car went into a canal. News Channel 5's Jay Cashmere is leading our extensive trial coverage. He joins us now outside the Palm Beach County Courthouse. Jay?
Kelly, Michael, day one of the criminal trial against John Goodman wrapped up about 30 minutes ago. Court will resume again tomorrow morning at 8:30. We are in the beginning stages of this trial, jury selection to be exact. Now, we've just learned that tomorrow we will have another full day of jury selection. At one point, we thought it would only be a half a day, but more potential jurors will be coming forward tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon as members in this courtroom decide, a six-person jury deciding the fate of polo mogul John Goodman. He is on trial for DUI manslaughter here in this case that's set to last about 2 weeks. John Goodman accused of driving drunk and slamming his Bentley into a Hyundai driven by 23-year-old Scott Wilson, sending the car and Wilson into a canal, killing him. This happening 2 years ago. The founder of the International Polo Club walked into the courthouse today facing 2 criminal charges that carry a maximum 30-year sentence. The focus of much of today's court hearing was the media attention on this case and how it affects potential jurors. Prosecutors and defense attorneys are selecting 6 jurors and 2 alternates in the trial that is expected to take 2 weeks. The potential jurors were asked what they read or heard about the report that Goodman had been to 2 bars before running a stop sign, crashing, and waiting nearly an hour to call 911. They were also asked what they thought about reports Goodman had adopted his girlfriend. Certainly a lot of topics, a lot of cross-examination of nearly 80 potential jurors in this case. We want to welcome in our legal analyst, News Channel 5 legal analyst, Michelle Suskauer. She's also a local criminal defense attorney. Michelle, let's pick up right there. A lot of topics were brought up today with regard to these jurors. The alleged cocaine use of John Goodman, the adoption of his girlfriend, all of those big factors in this case, not just in jury selection, but testimony in this trial.
That's right. And those are 2 topics that you just brought up that are actually not admissible. They are not going to come into trial, but they were really ripe questions, ripe areas to discuss with these potential jurors. Did they know about it? And if that information actually colored their view of the evidence and prejudging John Goodman. And if it did, and if they knew a lot of specifics, and a lot of jurors knew a lot of specifics, then they really are not proper jurors for this particular case.
We have watched this jury selection sort of shift. Originally, we thought maybe we'd get through a half a day tomorrow. It looks like it will be a whole day. We haven't even gotten to the meat of this, according to you.
That's right.
And there's a lot more to come, right?
There's a lot more to come, and we're really starting from square one tomorrow morning, because today we went through about 60 jurors. And the ones that are left, about 24, are coming later in the afternoon. 20 fresh jurors, that's what the judge called them, fresh jurors, not jurors that were sitting around today, are coming in tomorrow to start the process from the beginning. And that's what's going to be happening in the morning.
And something that both the prosecution and defense want. They want to study these jurors.
They really do, and they have names probably they have names of the jurors that are still left, and they're going to do some research on these folks as well. They want to get as much background as they can, because John Goodman is on trial for, could be facing 30 years. So this is the most serious thing that's ever happened to him, and they want to do as much research as they can to make sure they have the right jurors.
News Channel 5 legal analyst Michelle Suskauer. Michelle, thank you very much. Much more on day one of this trial coming up ahead at the top of the hour at 6. We are underway. Jury selection wrapping up court today. Court resumes again tomorrow morning. Continuing coverage from the Palm Beach County Courthouse ahead at the top of the hour. Back to you in the studio.
Jay, thank you. And you can follow the developments of the Goodman trial on WPTV.com or with the WPTV app for your smartphone or tablet. Right now on our homepage, you'll find a link to our special section called Goodman on Trial. From the timeline of events to 9/11 calls, full interviews with witnesses, and detailed documents, we will have a full breakdown for you. And please stay with News Channel 5 for the most comprehensive coverage and analysis of the John Goodman trial. We'll have live reports in every newscast throughout the trial. You can also watch the trial live, gavel to gavel, on WPTV.com.